graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
He is a comic book nerd.
In brightest day and darkest night. We can learn a lot from comics.
She is a reality TV junkie.
No idea.
Snooki had her baby. A dollar makes me holla.
Chris likes sci-fi.
They do a brain transplant into this whole new body, but it's you.
Kristen likes celebrity gossip.
News.
Oh, more breaking news?
It's not official. Official. Before it was just a rumor. These two are Pats moved back in together.
What do they have in common? Nothing. You're listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Now, here's Chris and Kristen.
Well, hello and welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen. Welcome
back. I always think of that beginning, like in my mind I see Gandalf.
Right.
Ian McKellen as Gandalf saying,
Typical
and
nerd.
now here's Chris and Kristen.
Always got to bring it
I
back
love our
to the
intro.
Lord
We
of Rings.
purposely listen to our intro when
Yeah,
we
we don't
record the
cut
show.
through. We have to listen to that. What is it? Is it even 30 seconds?
It's like 31, 32 seconds.
Ooh,
But
watch it. You went over the 30 mark.
it gets me psyched up. I just love hearing it.
He's so narcissistic.
And so,
No, I'm kidding.
It's enjoying introing us.
Now, I have a question. I looked at one of my notes here. Because you were in New York City for the holidays.
Yes.
Did you guys hear about the West Webster shooting here?
West, I think.
I feel like New York City didn't.
I think my father mentioned, there's some
It
crazy stuff
became
going on up
national
there.
news, and when internet was on Yahoo News. But none of usually like when big things happen up here, Webster, for those of you who don't know, is right outside Rochester. It's right next to it.
Yeah. Might as well just call it fucking Rochester.
Exactly. It did start off as Rochester, and then they changed it because the fire department that responded was West Webster, so they probably wanted to change it for that reason. But I feel like New York, I don't know, was it on the news there? Because usually
I don't watch the news because it's fucking depressing.
It was kind of like
but
on
my
every
father,
channel, yeah.
My father's the kind of guy, in New York City, there's a AM station called 1010 Wins.
Okay.
And their hook is that you can get all the news in 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes. Then they go, restart with like weather and traffic.
Kind of like our news here. Now they call it YNN. It's like Rochester.
Oh yeah, the
News.
YNN.
Yeah, that channel.
Which in New York is New York 1.
Yeah.
It's all owned by the same people.
Because usually when Karen Klein happened up here in Rochester, like my friends in New York City text me like, oh, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Not one text. So I'm like, maybe they have.
My father, when I went to go see my father, he said,
there.
there's some craziness going on up there right now. And I had no idea what he was talking about.
That's what I figured.
But I don't watch. The only time I even have the news in the background is when I'm cooking dinner and my roommate is listening to the news. So that was kind of just background noise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I had the privilege of working that day, and I'm out in Webster that day, and had to go to the scene, and I cried on scene. so this is what happened.
Yeah,
I go in, I work 6 to 6. Mm-hmm. This all went down, around 5:30 a.m. So then we got the call to go in.
Oh, that's
whatever, at like...
As soon as you get on a job.
Suddenly we're like, oh shit, we gotta go. Now I'm trying to think how to start it. Okay, so it's Christmas Eve morning. Okay, of course. So, so this guy, William Spangler, who's in his 60s now, he actually in the 90s, it was like 1982, beat his grandmother to death with a hammer.
Okay,
went to jail, got out in like 98, 99, has been on parole, didn't break anything, didn't have any trouble with the law, and got off in 2006.
Good behavior, quote unquote.
So basically what he did was around 5:30, set his car on fire, and then the house as well. Mm-hmm. Hid in like a berm or whatever they call it. It's kind of like a hill next to a tree. Okay. Hid there with an assault rifle and other guns. That was the main one that he shot with. So these firefighters came on scene, killed 2, and then the other 2 are in the hospital now. Had to be mercy flighted out. One got away and called, we're like, people are hit, whatever, we need help. One officer was there and they exchanged gunfire, and then later on, they're not sure what went, but they think it was shortly after he ended up, William Spangler killing himself, shooting himself in the head, of course. Mm-hmm. And this fire, since it was a crime, they didn't know where he was yet. Mm-hmm. Nobody could get to the fire because the SWAT had to come in with the armored car and get all the neighborhood
out.
Until
they secured the area.
Exactly. So they had to everybody was evacuated on the street. So nobody died in the fire like other houses, but it spread to 7 houses.
Wow.
Because they weren't allowed in till around 11 was when they were finally...
From 5:30 in the morning, holy shit.
Was when they were finally like, okay, we found him, now let's go. They couldn't find the sister, found her later on that night, dead in the house. They don't know if she burned or what have you. It's still an investigation. He left a letter. They're not saying where it was because they have it. So it didn't burn. I mean, the house, there's images of the house. That thing was in flames when at 5:30 in the morning, like when they were showing, it was like, that house is gone, and then just spread. So I don't know where the letter was, but it said, I guess it was like rambling, and then it was like, I want to do what I do best, which is kill people. So I guess it was just anybody. Doesn't matter who. So it wasn't anything against, but also I guess, which is ironic, his mother died. The mother lived there and he had a good relationship with the mother. The mother died in October and and wanted all her donations given to this fire department. So I don't know if there's some animosity with it. They don't know.
I mean, it's a motivation.
Right. So they're still unsure, and he wanted to see how many houses he can burn down on the street. Like, that was his goal, and he reached it, unfortunately. One of the kids was 19 years old.
Oh, shit.
That died. And the other one was he's been around. He's a lieutenant in the police force. All these people in volunteer firefighter, all these people were volunteers. They were all home, got the call, and went. Yeah, and he just decided, let me do this. And unfortunately, people were killed. And it was a very sad scene. And now, I guess, because they're like, the big question is, how did he get these guns? Because he's a felon.
Yeah.
And now a woman, of course, in my hometown, Greece, was just arrested they haven't really come out with what, but it's in connections with how he got the guns. So it's not fully disclosed yet, but she was just arrested 2 days ago. What the fuck is going on with the guns?
That's the same. I don't know if I said this in the last episode, but I mean, it's your responsibility if you own a gun. I mean, I do believe in the Second Amendment. Yes, we do have the right to bear arms.
Absolutely, I'm not saying,
and I hate to use a corny.
Obviously, he wasn't mentally stable.
Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. And I'm being a little light about that, but it's your right, but it's your fucking responsibility. It's like driving a car. Yeah, you can own a car. That doesn't give you permission to fucking drive through someone's property, hit people in the street. It doesn't give you the right. There's a responsibility.
Speaking of the car, just because the news was just on all constantly throughout that whole day, and somebody I forget what town it is around here, but she ended up driving through like the dollar store with her car. I'm like, what deal were you looking for? It's before Christmas at a Dollar General. Like, what are you doing? But that was just on a somber note. We'll talk about it and then we'll get past it. So this will be a later. But it was just an awful scene. And
did you hear any shooting or anything? Like, were you there when it was?
I was there after. We just heard that because they couldn't find him for a while because they didn't know where he went. It's all smoky. They kept seeing people pass. They didn't know. They tackled residents because they're like, who the hell are you?
Yeah, you have to.
And then they're like, okay, you're good. Because they didn't.
Obviously, people are probably leaving the area because shit's on fire.
Right. So like people were evacuating.
And the cops have no idea who's the good guy and the bad guy.
That's exactly what happened, and they didn't know who lived there, like who was in this house. Like it was just, it was chaos, basically.
Well, like I have a lot of cops. I have a lot of friends that are cops, and they always go, "Man, I don't know how you could be a correctional officer." And I said, "Shit, I know who the bad guys are." You know what
Absolutely.
You walk in the street, you don't know who the fuck.
And they showed a picture of this guy, and it's like he just looks like someone who would do this. Like,
yeah.
So I'm waiting to hear how this woman, because it's like some young woman, I feel like young Asian woman in Greece with the connection with the guns. Like there was some forgery of documents. They haven't really come out with much, but these people volunteered, like screw you. They got up at 5:30 in the morning to go to this house fire and you set this trap.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to kill people.
Psycho.
And the 911 call, well, I hated that they shouldn't have played it over, because the one guy got shot, and they kept saying the butt. I'm like, the guy did get shot in the ass, but there's, like, he's got a bullet lodged in his spine now forever, like, the two guys got a huge rehab thing.
Femoral artery.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's the one who, he got away, they said it wasn't, because we didn't get called till, like, way after 6. And the call from him, he's the one that was like, people are down, 2 are dead. That didn't come maybe till like 45 minutes. So they're thinking he was laying down, and then when he thought it was clear, he ran, so like this guy's shot in a major spot, and kind of like saved the day, I guess. He was able to get away and make the call. And there was also a cop there too, who he was off duty and just heard shit going down and went over there, but he didn't suffer major damages. But it's like,
like an NYPD, you're never technically off duty,
right?
You may be out of uniform.
Like he was just going over, and then he was like, "Oh shit!"
Like you're compelled to respond.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a ridiculous. It was just sad to see that. I mean, I don't know. It's just sad. Why these people did nothing? You don't know these people.
Yeah,
you want to kill people.
It's in Connecticut. Both of these things being up north, it's a dark time of year. You have the stress of the holidays. The sun goes down early.
And I guess
it's called SAD, seasonal affective disorder. Right.
There's that seasonal depression and all those things.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not making light of it, but I mean, is it? I don't think it's a coincidence that both these things happen this time of year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's just sad. So hopefully 2013 will be so much more better than this garbage going on.
Yeah, by the time this episode comes out, it'll be 2013. Happy New Year.
Like, let's, everybody knock it off with the guns, all right? Just stop, all right? Let's live our lives.
And I don't want to get super political. Once again, I believe in the right to bear arms. I used to own a weapon. There's a responsibility that comes with it. But I am certainly for the people that have assault rifles.
Yeah, we don't need assault rifles, right?
First and foremost, you don't need the assault rifles. But I'm in a weird gray area where I think people should
have that option, I guess.
But I'm very libertarian in the mindset that, hands off what people do. But with that being said, people should fucking have responsibility, but they should also
restrict the right with the assault rifles.
Magazines on assault rifles. It should be just a 5-shot. Like, you should have no more. I mean, of course, 5-shot means 5 lives,
right.
But there's no reason to have more. There's no reason for high capacity magazines. There's no reason to have.
There's absolutely no reason.
All these fucking bullets. You're not going to fucking war. This isn't
absolutely no reason at all for any of that garbage.
You're not. This is not
the shit that comes out of it.
An enemy territory. If you're
want
fighting
guns,
for the right of the United States and you're overseas, have all the assault rifles you like.
Absolutely.
In here, this is not hostile territory.
You don't need that. And it's just sad that that's what's come. Like, that's what in the Connecticut shooting
and
in
civil servants.
Yeah, got killed with these assault rifles. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I'm in a weird area where I think people should have, if you want to have assault rifles.
I agree with all that.
I'm against, I think you
restrict
the magazines.
It doesn't need to be this extreme. Yeah.
And, I just.
Because clearly we've abused the right with the assault rifles.
Yeah, they need to be looked at harder. It should be more like a driver's license. I mean, nowadays, driver's license is a little different because in most places now you can do everything on the internet. You can renew stuff on the internet and stuff like that. But, they just,
something's got to be done. I don't know the answer.
Because the guns get into the hands of the wrong people because right people who look right on paper do wrong things.
And we don't even know how we got these guns. Yeah. It could be through this woman. That's, I think, what they're thinking. So, 2013, the year of no guns. How about that?
Yeah.
No more shootings. We don't want to report on it anymore. With that being said, happy Boo Year. Did you see that preview for TLC? With stupid Honey Boo Boo?
Honey Boo Boo?
She comes the swinging ball. It's like, Happy Boo Year! I'm like, oh God.
See, if the world did end right now, okay, this is gonna happen. If the world ended on 2012, December 21st, okay, we would die, but not everything would be destroyed. As in, a lot of stuff would exist in the rubble.
Yeah.
The aliens would come here, and they would figure out how to work DVD players. They would figure out how to work Blu-ray. They would figure out what we had on film because not all of it's going to be destroyed.
Yeah.
They will think that Honey Boo Boo is our queen.
Oh, yeah.
She is the one we highly regard, that even during the Republican National Convention, her show got higher ratings. Alien archaeologists would look at Honey Boo Boo and say she's the queen. She's our Cleopatra.
Hell to Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah. Happy Boo Year.
Happy Boo Year. More like Happy Boo Year. She can barely put sentences together.
Make you holler for $1. We have too much stuff recorded. You can't destroy every DVD and every archive. Some of this will exist even if the fucking earth cracks open. So when aliens find us,
you can't get rid of all this. You can't get rid of Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo was our queen.
You cannot get rid of Honey Boo Boo. I just read. Okay, now this hasn't been confirmed. These are rumors. Well, my little Brit, she might be coming back.
Your little who?
Britney Spears.
Oh, Britney.
She might be getting a little...
What do you mean coming back?
You know
coming back the way you want her to come back?
Yeah. Okay, so there's...
We're going to be talking about Britney a lot more?
Apparently, Kevin Federline has a brother named Chris.
Okay.
I don't know if he's...
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah. I don't know if he's famous or what. But, okay, so the rumor is that Chris Federline, he recently... Try to read my...
Do they have a picture? Oh, no, you're looking at your notes.
No, they didn't show a picture of him. I'm reading my notes, which are, like, real bad right now.
I just remember, like, I saw recently... I mean, not recently, but when I think of Kevin Federline, I know he put on a lot of weight, and he was, like, on one of those, like, celebrity fit clubs or something like that. It was, like, season 5 or 6, like... when people weren't even watching
right,
anymore.
like it was like, all right, come on. So his brother Chris, I don't know if he's a dancer as well. Who the hell knows? Apparently, he, for whatever reason, is saying his Britney is harassing him, whatever. So he had to get a temporary restraining order against her. He recently just did that
against his ex-sister-in-law.
Against Britney, yeah, his ex-sister-in-law, because she's been harassing him and blackmailing him. Came over to his house, stole his credit card. His Capital One credit card.
Wait, he's claiming
that Britney did all this.
Spears, the person who just got like $10
million for X Factor, is blackmailing him and saying that he has a small penis and to open up a credit card in his name and basically this is like pocket change for her, racked up like $4,500 on the credit card in his name, and is saying that her son is his. They had a fling.
She fucked the brother.
Oh, and he's always felt bad that he had the fling with her. And Britney said, like, to Chris, like, oh, your brother Kevin ruined my career, like, ruined my life. And is blackmailing him for, like, I don't know what, it just says blackmailing, so I don't know why, how, what he's doing.
Blackmailing with?
So that's why he got this temporary restraining order.
And
it's just saying that Chris is the father of Sean Preston. I don't know if he's the older or... I think he's the younger one. So, and he's always regretted having this fling with her.
Oh, boy.
So, my girl, nothing's been said after that. Okay, this just came out that's what he said, that he got this restraining order, this is what's going on. I think my girl's coming back. If she's opening up credit
cards. Devil's advocate. You sure it's not just him going on a rampage and just blaming it on her?
That might be it. I don't know.
Okay.
That's all that's come out about it. She hasn't responded. But this was like a week ago.
Bills. I'll leave the tab with my ex-sister-in-law.
And the best is that it says, like, and she's saying that I have a small penis. Like, that's your big thing going on right now.
You can steal from me. You could, don't say I have a small dick.
I'm kind of excited if that's true.
Oh, boy. Britney's back.
This is all alleged.
Alleged.
Hey, you know, K-Fed and C-Fed. They had a little... I wonder what he looked like, what he does.
Yeah.
He's the backup dancer.
Now, I should look up this story. I had heard that, and of course I'm stealing the story from Kevin Smith's Hollywood Babylon. Lindsay Lohan on the set of Scary Movie 5. Lindsay Lohan
broke the shitter?
She broke the shitter.
I heard that, and she's saying it was broken before. Girl, you took a dump.
And
I read that news, and I literally LOL'd. I was like, that is awesome gossip about her.
And
broke the shitter.
And I apologize to the people of Long Island and Taco Bell because...
What would you do?
No, what I did, I blew up the fucking toilet.
Did you break it?
And I had a plunger, and I tried to fix it, and it just didn't work, and I fell back. So
what do you expect? You mix Long Island and Taco Bell.
The Taco Bell and, I believe, Center Reach or Selden or one of those parts of Long Island.
Two strangers, one podcast.
The men's room. A couple days after Christmas.
Come on, Taco Bell.
It's like the one Taco Bell in the area, and I blew up the bathroom. I shouldn't be talking about this.
Like, I blew it.
I'm taking this thing called fiber supplement or whatever. Because when I take my meds, it fucks up my stomach. That's just it fucks up my stomach and it gives me diarrhea. But now I've been taking these fiber pills. And boy, it's solid. Yeah, the first
solid dump at Taco Bell.
Oh my god, it feels like I'm giving birth. And then
8-pound baby.
Because it's Christmas, so I'm eating a lot more. I'm in my mom's house, and my mom's a good cook. So, oh my god, I feel bad. I'm sorry.
So is that what you're going to bring up on Lindsay Lohan?
No. No.
Because that was a great gossip that I saw.
No, she fucked up the shitter, and I fucked up the shitter. So
yeah, you guys are like twins.
Me and Lindsay Lohan.
She'd be that one that has like the baby in the toilet. I didn't know I was pregnant.
So on the set of
The Scary Movie.
Scary Movie 5. She refused to kiss Charlie Sheen.
Oh yeah, they had that herpes clause or whatever they called it.
And
nobody wanted to get any cold sores.
Now, he gave her $100,000 for her taxes.
Give him a
she
kiss.
wouldn't kiss him. Which, I don't know, that
doesn't sound like her. I feel like she'd be like, alright, let's...
Yeah,
I mean, she used to be a lesbian at one point.
I'm stealing both these stories from Hollywood Babylon. I'm sorry. So Lindsay Lohan owes $16,000 to a storage unit.
Oh, yeah.
And the strip club, the famous strip club in New York City, Scores, has offered to pay that.
Oh, is that what they were doing? Yeah, if she does something, right?
If she shows up, I don't know if it was supposed to be for New Year's or just to do an appearance.
Is she going to do it?
That's easy. She's turned down. She was so they were going to pay her. They were going to pay her storage fees, and they didn't want her to strip. They just wanted her to go to Scores. And she said no. So
maybe she doesn't have good stuff in the storage, and she doesn't give a shit.
It's going to be on Storage Wars.
Did you hear that show's fake now? They're saying
they're claiming that it's fake. And
that the producers placed up. Well, no shit, because I mean, no storages are this interesting.
Yeah.
But you're going to find this interesting shit. You're
going to find old newspapers. You're going to find the shit hoarders put away. They get to storage facilities because they can't get rid of their shit.
Yeah.
And you're going to find porcelain dolls and old newspapers and dead cats.
Yeah. That's always the main hoarding thing. Like, oh, there's my cat. 15 years. Cat Williams, still in the freaking news.
You see him right here, nigga? You see him right here?
What about him? He's, okay, the other day he got arrested.
Oh my god.
Again?
Because I know you mentioned this before. Is this a new
This is a new one. Yep.
Oh my god. What's going on, man?
This is a new one. I don't know why or what, who told him to go. He was at his house and the cops had whatever warrant or whatever to look at the house. So he got arrested for child endangerment because I don't know how old the kids are or whatever. There's kids in the house and he's got guns and drugs in there. So he wasn't arrested for the drugs.
Now when they say...
I don't. It just said drugs, so I don't know.
Or real drugs.
Yeah, because it seems like he didn't get arrested for.
You could call weed drugs.
Oh yeah,
especially if it's in a large amount. He probably has a large amount of weed. But
especially
I'm just
when
curious.
He's hanging with Suge Knight.
I'm just curious what they mean when they say drugs.
It just that's all it said.
I mean, of course, he should be taking care of his kids. The weed and the kids shouldn't be in the same area.
And
guns. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, guns. If
you think guns should be in the area of kids?
Well, not in the same area of kids, but I mean, he's a guy who got money, and I'm pretty sure there's people who feel that he owes them something. You know what I'm saying? Like people have like this false sense of entitlement, and so they see him and they want money from him. So I could see why he would carry a gun. Once again, it comes back to mentally stable people.
Well, it said guns, so I don't know how many guns were in the. So I don't know if it was on him or what. It just said guns and drugs. So then they arrested him for child endangerment. Then after he posted bail, him and Suge Knight got in a fight. Shortly after posting bail, they had a huge not the two of them. The two of them got in a fight with people at outside a club or something.
Oh, together they were fighting?
Yeah, they weren't fighting each other.
I was about to say, Suge Knight would kill him.
Yeah, and then they ended off Suge Knight, they were the getaway car. Suge Knight, I guess, peeled off after the fight.
And isn't Suge Knight on parole? I think he's on probation. He's on some sort of...
He's on something.
Because he's out of jail, but he's not off his...
He's not free. He's not free man.
He's on some sort of probation...
So then they peeled out and...
Allegedly.
And now I guess he wants to punch Quentin Tarantino, Cat Williams, for I guess his new movie, I guess.
Django Unchained?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's Cat Williams in a nutshell in the last couple days.
Everybody's talking about the Django Unchained. I haven't seen it. I know Quentin Tarantino.
They say the N-word. I think that's the whole.
Oh.
The whole thing. But he's I'm not taking it out. It's during that time when they would say it. That's what he's standing by. Mm-hmm. He's saying this is a time when they would say the N-word, and this is kind of how they would be treated, because I guess, it's all slavery and all that, or whatever it is.
It's a fucking Quentin Tarantino movie. It's supposed to be extreme.
Right. It's supposed to be outrageous like this.
Even,
he always pushes the boundary.
The scene in Pulp Fiction when they shoot, what's his face? He was from Mad TV. And he does tons of voices. That guy. Oh, I forgot his name. I know
who you're talking about. Can't think
if you look him up, Orlando Jones?
Yeah. Orlando something.
Oh, no, it's not Orlando Jones. Orlando Jones is a taller one. I forgot. The guy who gets shot in the car in Pulp Fiction. He does tons of fucking voices. And cartoon voices. So then they bring him to Quentin Tarantino's house, and he goes, "Is there a sign on my house that says dead nigger storage?"
Right.
So why isn't Catwoman's? I think that's more offensive because that's a modern day tale,
right?
Or at the least, sometime in the past 20 years. But now you're going to get upset about a movie that
and other people
talks about slavery in the time of slavery.
And other people, I guess, other celebrities are kind of voicing against it too. I don't know why this is such a big. I don't know how many times they
with
say
a grain
it.
of salt when you realize it's a
Phil Lamar.
Yeah, Phil Lamar. That's his name. He does. You look at his fucking IMDb. He's like in a million. I mean, I know he's big. Futurama's like his main gig, but he's like a voice all over the place. But you can't, not to diminish Quentin Tarantino. But Quentin Tarantino makes movies that are not in reality.
Right.
Don't get mad
That's his whole
if he
thing.
uses the N-word. I don't know. You just have to take it, with a grain of
salt. It might be more too, I don't know, but from what I've heard, it's just the use of the N-word.
And it's a movie about slavery during the times of slavery.
That's what Quentin Tarantino says. I don't apologize. This is how it would have been.
And,
he does a lot. There's just a huge list. I'm still scrolling down. It is. It's just.
And
wow, I want to hang out with him. He's got to have some money.
And what's this? The star of the Django Unchained, Ray.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
Ray.
Rumored to be in the next Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah.
He's going to play Electro.
The new Black Spider-Man?
No, well, actually, there is a Black Spider-Man in the comics. Peter Parker kind of retires in this actually, he's Dominican, but he's dark-skinned. And, and we've been having I had this conversation with our friends Liv and Lane when I called in their show. Because we were talking about Zoe Saldana. Zoe Saldana is Dominican.
Rumor has it she's engaged.
Oh, really?
To Hottie Bradley Cooper. Wow. Allegedly. Because they worked together on most recent film.
They're going to have an ugly baby.
Yeah, because they're too
sexy people. I'd fuck Bradley Cooper.
Me too.
But Zoe Saldana is Dominican. Oh, but because she played Uhura in Star Trek. Uhura was a black actress. But, she's at that coffee color look that nobody, mocha. Mocha color that no one knows what the fuck she is.
She's gonna age well. But you can just tell she has that nice skin.
Black don't crack, baby.
That's right.
Because she's Dominican. So I was looking stuff up. Oh my God. Michelle Rodriguez.
Okay, yeah.
Now, okay, she's a little tomboy.
She's a badass.
Is
she a lesbian?
I think she's had girlfriends.
Okay, maybe she's bi.
I think she's bi.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a little butchy, but sometimes she
looks cute.
Sexy.
Yeah.
And she's Dominican and Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
So people got.
And then all night.
The other day, I interviewed another Dominican.
What are you gonna say?
Lizarette Suskaiden Vasquez, another Dominican, came from Puerto Rico. I mean, Dominican from Dominican Republic. What the fuck did I mean?
Offend anyone, Chris. Not today.
No, she came from DR. She came from Dominican Republic. I said Puerto Rico, and I'm sorry. It's my brain. I'm on medication and caffeine.
And fiber.
And fiber. I'm all backed up.
I'm all backed up and crazy.
I'm backed up, hopped up, and on meds. Woohoo! Welcome to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'll do the show all by myself. I'll interview myself. Both my personalities.
Oh, I thought of a great job for you. Not a job, but a way we can really promote ourselves. And you could possibly get in on the Super Bowl halftime show. Chris in the past has done a video
dancing
in your Speedo.
Spider-Man.
Now, Beyonce,
look at my balls, it's Spider-Man.
Superhuman Beyonce is apparently doing the Super Bowl show. And halftime show, and I guess there's a contest letting so many fans on stage, but you have to send in photos of you in a pose, I guess. I don't know what the pose has to be. I didn't read all the guidelines, but if you submit your video, Chris.
I need to get my hands on one of those. And then you just be right behind those singlets.
Yeah. Like from the video.
Yeah. Oh, the single ladies. Oh, the single ladies. Remember, Justin Timberlake did it on Saturday Night Live. So I got to get one of those singlets in my size.
Halftime show.
Stretches.
Yeah, don't stretch.
No, dude.
It's small.
I got it. Damn. I don't know what size I am in high heels. Because it makes your ass look better when you're in high heels.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Chris. Because it's not this thing.
I don't have an ass.
Chris, we can make this.
For a guy.
We can lift it up.
No, but I'm saying I have no ass.
Oh, you want
to For a guy that, I guess, I'm always sitting when we talk, so you don't.
I haven't really checked out your ass.
You check me out. I got no ass whatsoever. It's a shame.
We can get We can put something in there. We could put a
husky guy.
We could put like those that they put in jeans now. They got like a little butt thing.
What's like
we could get some of those and put them in there.
You see big girls with small tits.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Fat, like the fat.
It just looks awkward. It's like, wait, where's the top?
The gut sticks out fatter than the titties.
Where's the top there?
But that's the whole. I got no. And not that. I mean,
Chris, no one's never gonna win this Beyonce contest.
No one's gonna look at me for what no one's gonna come at me because of my looks. But I got
We're never gonna win the Beyonce contest.
But I'll put on some pumps. See how the pumps make my ass look. It's
at least get us in the running.
All single ladies. All single ladies. I'm
get us in the
here.
running. I mean, does she have new songs out? Like, what is she gonna sing, or is the baby gonna come out?
I don't know.
The baby,
that kid's gonna.
Baby parachutes in.
The baby's gonna be gorgeous because
Jay-Z
is horrendous looking. Yeah. So that kid's gonna be gorgeous.
What if it's a girl?
When you have
right?
Ivy Blue,
okay.
or Blue Ivy.
What if it looks like him? That sucks.
Wow.
My mother's Beyonce, and I look like my dad.
Yeah. Well, I mean. Being a dad, and I'm watching, my daughter watches Yo Gabba Gabba, and Beyonce's sister, Solange, who doesn't even go by Solange Knowles anymore, now it's just Solange.
Oh,
she did a song for Yo Gabba Gabba. I think, hey, mama's putting the baby to sleep or some shit like that. And
sounds beautiful.
Now,
some shit like that.
It's weird because I put on Yo Gabba Gabba, keeps my daughter entertained, and I go about my business. So they go, okay, coming up next is Solange. Now she's vocally sounds just like a sister.
Oh, really?
Like if you're not paying attention, if I said, oh look, here's the new Beyonce song, and I played it for you, you wouldn't second guess it. She sounds
I've never really
heard
her sing.
Well,
what does she do?
She's done stuff before, but it was.
I remember in the past
it was more synthesized poppy.
Yeah, I remember in the past, and I can't think of what it was.
The song she did for Yo Gabba Gabba, oddly enough, exercises more vocally. It's not a poppy song. And she does have a good voice, coincidentally. She sounds a lot like her sister.
Remember, she got knocked up young.
But she like cut her hair real short. So it's not attractive. I don't like short hair on a woman.
Solange, what do we
But
know,
I mean
girl?
short. I mean like, not even like a mini fro, just like barely enough hair that's a bit on her head.
Yeah, so I don't like that.
I think she's trying to like separate from her sister, like she doesn't use the last name.
I'm over here.
I'm doing my own thing. I'm doing Yo Gabba Gabba, motherfucker.
Bitch! I'm doing Yo Gabba Gabba.
I don't know. Like, she's cute, but it's just...
They don't look alike.
Something off.
I think she looks different. Her face.
And God, I'm tired of the mother. The mother's always trying to steal the spotlight.
You would too.
She's cute.
She's like, I was here before Kris Jenner, bitches.
Alright, and we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
And now, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, listeners. This is Chris from Two Strangers, One Podcast, but I'd like to announce that we are now part of Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. Check out our Facebook page at facebook.com/Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. LIVINLAME Podcast Entertainment. Along with Two Strangers, One Podcast, there are a bunch of brand new shows to choose from. There's The Breakdown with Filthy Phil, Shane O'Mac, and Cord bringing you the latest news in the music world. Join Joe and Carrie Fox in the Fox Den for your fix of astrology, numerology, and nature. Get your movie and television news with the Real Chat Podcast. And the big daddy that started it all, Livin' Lane. So check out the Facebook for information on new episodes and updates at www.facebook.com/Livin' Lane Podcast Entertainment. Click and Hit, enhancing the experience for all recreational smokers. Click and Hit is a one-handed portable vaporizer. This smoking pipe has a compact 4-stage design, complete with a built-in, windproof, butane refillable torch lighter. The large burn chamber holds your stash of legal herb or pipe tobacco. Click the button to ignite and inhale as usual. When you are done, put it back in your pocket for later. Smoke anytime with the touch of a button. No more carrying around grinders and tins. You can leave the pipe, rolling papers, and even your lighter at home. The Click and Hit cordless vaporizer is no bigger than a normal cigar, making it the world's smallest and most discreet vaporizer. It's perfect for use in small places or shared rooms. It's efficient, getting 5 to 8 draws from your packed chamber. It's affordable at just $19.95 each. Buy 3 and the shipping is free. Buy 4 and you get the 5th one free. Visit www.click-hit.com. That's clickandhit.com. And now for listeners of Two Strangers, One Podcast, you can use promo code STRANGERS and receive 10% off your purchase at clickandhit.com. That's promo code STRANGERS for 10% off your purchase.
We now return to Two Strangers, One Podcast.
Ooh. And we're back.
Hey.
Yeah, I just cracked my neck and had a nice little snap.
No,
that's beautiful.
I guess that nobody really knew this or whatever. It was just kind of announced. This is like stupid. Mm-hmm. Stupid breaking news.
I
was gonna say stupid breaking news. Like, I make it sound so serious.
Because usually breaking news is, but if it's stupid breaking news,
guess who Simon Cowell is dating? Haven't heard her in a while. I haven't heard from her in a while.
It's gotta be some
nice
sort of model.
Nice piece of ass. He's always got somebody.
Some nice piece of tail, some grade A piece.
Grade A,
yeah. I mean, he gets top shelf women, but I don't know. I'm of the mindset when I see a woman like that, it just seems like just what do you call that when they have like a lot of issues, like just like
the daddy issues?
Yeah, like high maintenance. That's the word I'm looking for. And I see women like that, I'm like, oh fucking, I hate high maintenance.
Carmen Electra.
I
haven't heard from her in a while.
What the fuck is wrong with? I mean, look, I think she's attractive and I love
gorgeous,
her.
Yeah,
but she ain't top shelf anymore. She's like second shelf, third shelf.
Maybe he's settling
she
down.
She ain't top shelf anymore.
Yeah, I haven't heard from her in a while.
You know,
and
when you're
doing that they were dating and like they were seen together, and all of a sudden I'm like, Carmen Electra, where have you been, girl?
When you're doing like Meet the Spartans, you know, she's
in all those stupid. Wasn't she in like Scary Movie? I know Jenny McCarthy was in like the beginning of one.
Yeah, I feel
like she was in there too.
I sent you that GIF of Jenny McCartney.
Was it Carmen Electra too?
No, it was Jenny McCarthy and Pam Anderson.
I feel like
giving her a wedgie because we were talking about the wedgie fetish.
I feel like she's in
which I got off one of those pages because I was looking it up again.
The wedgie,
wedgie
fetish.
Into
the wedgies.
But Carmen Electra, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. Who the fuck am I to say? Who the fuck am I to say anything about how people look? But
I haven't heard from her in years.
She's not top shelf anymore. And Simon Cowell
usually gets like the 20-something-year-old. I feel like they're like 28-year-old models.
And
she's got to be like 40.
I think she fucked Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
she definitely fucked Dave Navarro. They
got married
for a
hot minute, remember?
Yeah,
why
do you want someone? I mean, I guess she's probably charming as fuck. I mean, I don't know, because if I was Simon Cowell, I would stay away from that type. But I mean, if she came to me,
here goes Chris.
Me, I'm easy. Simon, I don't know. Wow,
I feel like he'd be a prick and be like, "Get away from me." But clearly, they're hanging out. I don't know where they've met or what happened.
Because do you remember Carmen Electra when she first came out? And actually, that's the whole thing. Carmen Electra got famous because she was fucking Prince.
Right, that's how she got her name.
And then Carmen Electra...
The last name there, Electra.
She did a song called Go-Go Dancer. No. Go-Go Dancer, I'm the life of the party, Go-Go Dancer. That's how I first heard...
Can we do that for our next intro?
Go-Go Dancer, I'm the life of the party, Go-Go Dancer. So was
she trying to be a singer? That was I just hit puberty on the end of that.
Yeah, because she was fucking Prince. He let her go to the studio because he has like a studio in his house.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And that's how I first heard of her.
Oh, so she was all trying to be a singer.
So she's fucked Prince, Dave Navarro,
Dennis Rodman.
Disgusting. You know. Now, I mean, those are all quirky guys.
Yeah, like all little offbeat.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, good in their respective fields.
Yeah.
I like Dave Navarro. I like Dennis Rodman. I like... Not that I like Prince, but I respect Prince as an artist.
They're all a little unique.
Yeah, and...
They're all in different contrasts, too. Like...
different colors.
Yeah, different contrasts.
I mean, at least Carmen Electra is equal opportunity. I guess if you're famous.
Yeah, I guess that's all it takes. And now Simon Cowell. How does that fit?
Yeah, I don't...
Maybe she's trying to make a comeback in her music career.
And
she's got to get with the X Factor judge. Simon Cowell.
Simon Cowell. I'm looking up the song right now, trying to see.
Simon Cowell. She was in. What is her claim to fame on TV?
Was she on Baywatch?
I was just going to say that. Was that her? Yeah.
I think she was on Baywatch because she kind of. I think she
did TV, right?
She moved in after Pamela Anderson. I'm playing.
I can hear it.
And this is what happens when you are fucking Prince and
so when did this come out? Actress, Scary Movie. Yeah, she was in Scary Movie in the first one, I guess. I knew she was in
Go Dancer. I'm the life of the party. Go Dancer. I'm shaking my body, go dancer.
She's been in like disaster movie, all these mock movies.
I think this is recording so that's awesome. I set up the computer so whatever I play on my phone.
Awesome. Yeah, Scary Movie 4. She's been in a bunch of shit like that.
You think, if we talk over it, we can't get sued.
I mean, right. She's been in a great, it looks like it was straight to video, 2005, called Lil Pimp.
Little Pimp?
And her name was Honey Sack.
Is it?
Yeah, she was in Baywatch.
Actually, it might not be recording.
Aw. Go dancer.
Let me see, I gotta switch the options. I wonder if I can switch the options while we're recording.
She was in Good Burger.
Oh, I was watching Good Burger the other day.
Erotic Confessions. Yeah, she's been in some stuff. She looks like she's had a good stint with the Wayans brothers there.
I'm gonna take your...
Go dancer.
I think we heard it in our headphones, but not on the show. On the life of the
That's gonna be our new theme. Go dancer.
That's gonna be funny to hear me singing without the music. So basically what had happened was she was fucking Prince.
Look at the video.
Yeah, that's...
Listeners, I encourage you to look up this video.
She's top shelf there.
Yeah.
And this was
What,
1994?
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. Now,
and probably during Baywatch was during that time.
I met Carmen Electra back in like 97. Yes, I did.
Where, Chris?
At the Howard Stern movie premiere. Okay. And she was with Be Real.
Oh.
The lead rapper from Cypress Hill. Yeah. So she probably fucked him too. Because they were together.
You go, girl.
And me and my friend Andy.
You know what? Be real.
Can vouch me on this. So I'm not
Chris,
I'm not fame whoring. We met,
on the red carpet.
Marilyn Manson, Be Real, Carmen Electra, Billy Corgan, and yeah, that was it. I mean, Howard Stern walked right by us, but we actually got to talk. All the people I just mentioned, we spoke to.
How was Carmen?
Real quick, and said I was, now,
you think she remembers
how long ago was, I was more excited to see Be Real.
Than Carmen?
Yeah. I'm a straight man, but I like Cypress Hill.
Do you think Carmen remembers you?
Of course.
Call us, Carmen.
I hope we're good or famous. But yeah, see, like, during this video, early 90s, once again, I don't think we can get sued if we can,
it's probably on...
I don't know, we can...
Every club scene.
Carmen Electra, Go Dancer music video. So, look it up. See, this now...
I encourage everybody to look it up.
This time she's top shelf. She's not top shelf anymore.
Yeah, and that was how many years ago?
Oh.
Over 20?
What did you know? There's lyrics.
Oh, perfect.
In the back of my mind, an animalistic ritual, me swinging from a brass pole. Primal vibe is the way to
tonight.
describe.
Today's New Year's Eve.
Dancing in my cage, I'm doing high.
When that ball drops.
No one better, step for a stroke. For the girl in the cage, there's still hope.
Chris, if you don't stop reading the lyrics, I'm going to Electra.
Because you fuck Prince. Prince has a studio in his house, in his mansion.
They probably fucked in the studio.
He has guys that like live in his mansion that basically are there. When Prince decides we're going to go play, they go play. They live with Prince.
That's what I need. I need sons like that.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. So when Prince passes away, if we're alive, there's going to be albums and albums. He puts out
so much.
He has hundreds of hours of unreleased songs because he's a creative guy. I mean, obviously, it's probably not the quality stuff, but I guarantee you that if we survive and like something bad happens to Prince, I'm not.
You know the curse.
I like Prince. Well, I respect him as an artist. There's going to be a million post-mortem albums coming out.
Yeah. And then everybody's going to be like, Prince is really alive.
So he probably had that beat already. He probably had that beat already made by one of his, said, okay, now just make up some lyrics. Take 20 seconds, write some lyrics down.
She's like, you know what I really like doing in my free time? Being a go-go dancer.
Go-go dancer.
So I'm going to really just back out to that.
a lot of people. Prince, Be Real, Dennis
And that's
Rodman,
only the ones that we know.
Navarro,
like, we know who she was hanging out with. There's probably so many...
Yeah.
You go, girl.
Welcome to Two Strangers.
You fuck your way to the top. You're hot. Just do it.
I love you. I love her. But
you guys dated for a hot second there on the red carpet.
Yeah. No, we didn't date. I met her, but I was happier to see her boyfriend. What the fuck does that say about me?
That's awesome. Be real.
Right. I'm gonna go to my notes. Okay. Nick Jr. Once again, being a father.
We just went to Carmen Electra Go-Go Dancer.
Well, no, here's, okay.
Nick Jr. So, it's awesome.
Okay, there's the channel Nick Jr., which is Nickelodeon.
But for...
Nickelodeon's, for toddlers, and my daughter is 2, and Nick Jr. is, like, perfect for her, because it's, like,
for the junior kids.
Dora the Explorer, Yo Gabba Gabba. It's all these shows that are kind of, like, bright and interesting and loud and fast-moving, and it kind of gets a kid's attention.
Ooh.
So I tend, when I'm not letting my daughter watch episodes of Yo Gabba Gabba, I'll put on Nick Jr., and it'll stay on. Now they changed their programming. Well, after 10
a.m.?
After 10 p.m. till about 6 a.m.
Okay.
Nick Jr. switches over to Nick Mom. And what it's supposed to be is like, if you're the mother of these kids and it's late night, here's programming for mothers. So it's like a weird combination of...
And what are the shows?
There's a show... Now, I love this one. There's one called Mom Friends Forever.
That's cute.
Now, when I saw that on the cable... You know, when you're looking at the cable guide, I thought that was a porno. Mom Friends Forever sounds very dirty to me. I don't know why.
I
guess
there's gotta take stuff and twist it.
There's enough MILF porn out there. Mom Friends Forever, like MFF, like BFF. So it's a whole show. It's these 2 moms that actually do a podcast, but that got translated into a TV show.
Okay.
So the TV show is about 2 women doing a podcast. So if anybody wants to contact us, you can reach us at twostrangersonepodcast.com. And then they have shows called Comedy in Stilettos or Comedy in High Heels, where it's like all female comics on stage.
Yeah.
So it's
so this
all
is on
programming
Nick Jr.
like okay,
different.
you put your kids to bed, now here's some programming for you.
Yeah.
And so it's
now
like
it's your time.
It's soccer mom programming.
Yeah.
But I watch it with such a dirty...
Of course you do.
I watch because I saw an episode where they're trying to hire an assistant because one of the moms uses like her son as an assistant, but the son is so not into it. He's like, they're supposed to be recording. He's like texting and playing on his phone and stuff like that.
Dare.
Not that, honestly, when you record,
right here.
I mean, not that you really need someone on top of things while you're recording, but like they're getting all frustrated because he's texting, so they're looking for like assistants to come in, and then of course, there's the hunky guy.
Oh, of course.
There's, the guy who has no idea what he's doing.
Scandals?
And then of course, the guy that hire is the flaming, I'm there and I love you guys. I'm listening to the show.
Let's do this.
And so, and of course,
where's our follower?
I need a gay assistant.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I need a gay best friend.
I need a
guy
who can dress me, because I know I dress like a fucking 15-year-old boy. I need someone to like hit me up with like fashion, and I just need an assistant. Doing this podcast is fucking hard. It really is. I need someone to help me out.
Chris is all work. I just come for like the hour to record, and then I'm like, see ya.
Yeah, I mean,
so if anybody wants to give me credit, you're giving me the wrong credit.
If anybody wants to be an assistant, and you're in the Rochester area, and I'm dead fucking serious, you like this show?
Oh, Chris at 585-555.
Just hit me up on Facebook, and if you're gay, it's a fucking bonus. And I don't want to. Is that discriminatory? If I say gay's a bus? Okay.
It's kind of like the opposite discriminatory.
Okay. Well, job requirements are good fashion sense. I need someone to dress me. I know I dress like a homeless 15-year-old. I dress like those kids that are like hanging out and they don't want to go home. So they hang out.
They just don't want to go.
Like you wear, like you could just go to the park and like curl up in the corner and go to sleep, and hopefully the cops don't bother you. That's what I dress like. I dress like I'm like going to war or something like that.
Ladies.
So anybody want to come hit me up, give me some fashion tips. I'm kind of a heavy guy, so you kind of have to like, I can't just go to any store and put on a shirt. Like my mom gives me a shirt, and it's for big guys, and I put it on. And it looks like, like how like the Indian guys, like from India, have that long shirt that like goes up past their knees.
Goes like past their knees.
Now that's an awesome fashion thing. Like maybe if I made that my thing, like really long shirts. Because that's pretty awesome.
I gotta converting to.
I gotta go.
I want to be Indian.
See, now in New York City, there are places where you can go and buy those shirts.
Oh yeah.
Either I gotta order them online. Is there an Indian community here in Rochester? And I'm not trying to be offensive. I like those shirts.
I don't think so.
And my mom got me a shirt. Yeah. It's a 4X.
Hey, yo.
So it's like
a bed sheet.
It's a big, you have to go to, what was it, the tent maker. I forgot, you gotta go to, There's an old term that like you have to go.
Like big
like
and
fat
tall?
people have to go to the tent maker to get their clothes. And I
that's
can't believe I forgot the name. It's like a traditional old school name. So, but you know, I need to up my fashion. I know I dress like a fucking bum, and I need somebody to like scoop me up, put me in the right path.
Scoop me up.
I don't know if that sounds
Adopt him.
right. But I'm
like
not
a
going to say
She's
you
All
have to
That.
be gay, but if you have good fashion sense, that's a good,
It'll be like She's All That, but for you. You know the movie She's All That? But we'll make it you. He's all
make
that.
me up.
Chris is
Gotta
all
take
that.
off my glasses, let my hair out.
There it is. Let my hair just flow. Put on those heels.
Okay.
A giant, did you hear about that giant aquarium?
Giant aquarium.
Okay, so it's gotta be, I know it's either, okay, I don't want to offend anyone. It's either Japan or China, either one, okay? Shanghai Orient
Let's just
Mall.
say Asian.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oriental or whatever.
No, Oriental's a carpet, goddammit.
So, alright, Shanghai Orient Mall is the name. And they have this giant,
Nice. China, I believe.
yeah, that's what I figure. They have this giant aquarium, 33 tons.
Wow.
Okay, it has sharks in it. It exploded. I'm not sure why it did. It just said it exploded. So live sharks came out into like hitting customers. And
Oh my god.
3 sharks died. I don't think anybody died. I think people were just maybe injured, but I don't think anybody died.
Yeah.
I don't even like going in the ocean where, like, past my knee. Like, my knees, that's it. Because I don't know what creature's there. I hate it with all my might. I don't know what. I've had dreams about sharks under me, and I'm on top of the water, just kind of floating, like, I would crap my pants and probably die of a stroke if suddenly these sharks are flying at me and these shards of glass.
I would, now, 'cause I've been to SeaWorld, I believe it is.
Yeah.
I've been in the underground
Right.
tunnels made out of glass with sharks, which got famous right around the time they were filming Jaws 3.
Yeah,
and
see,
Jaws 3,
poop my
Jaws
pants.
attacks the, and
that little bitch is hungry.
And that's the whole thing. Now, once again, I think I've mentioned this before in other shows, sharks scare the shit out of me because they are natural-born killers.
Yeah, remember they killed the babies they killed their brother and sister?
They kill their brothers and sisters in the womb. They have not changed since dinosaur times.
Yeah.
Because they don't have to
They're
change.
beasts.
They
that's
are
why.
perfect. Now, don't
They
get me
got all
wrong.
those layers of teeth and shit. I'm not dealing with
If the
that.
water lets out and you're there, you're kind of at an advantage because if the shark can't swim,
Right. But that thing, if that whacked you from behind,
Yeah.
like this huge, especially if it whacked me with its mouth open, like, oh, it's screaming help. Help! And then you're just inside its body, like, oh.
and
That'd be my luck.
There's that famous video of like the guy with the little shark. Like, the shark's like it's like a foot and a half long.
I'm not dealing with that
And he's
either.
trying to take the hook out of its mouth, and the fucking thing just clamps down on his
Yeah,
thumb.
see, it's like pit bulls.
Because he
They
thought
just lock their jaws.
he thought it was all clear, and the fucking thing locked down because he had to like reach into the mouth to get help.
Get the hook.
Claw out. I mean, the hook out. That's a claw. And
claw.
It bit down on his finger, and like I think he had to go to the hospital to get shit reattached. Like I don't think his thumb came off,
But it was probably
but it
down
was
to the
enough
bone.
where they had to sew and shit.
Yeah, see, even the babies are pissed.
So if
They're
they get
all
to you-
angry.
I guess if it's next to you, it's scary as fuck. But I mean, if they're on the floor, they're just gonna flip flop. I don't know.
Right, they're gonna flip flop. I mean, I probably, come to my senses like, oh, you came okay, I don't know what to do, and I can't lift you up. But seeing the thing come pouring out of me, be like, what the? This is it, the end of the world. It's
Then
happening.
in Vegas, I went to a thing. It was I don't know if it's still there. It was Mandalay Bay on the edge of the strip. Where it was a whole exhibit, like going through an
About
aquarium,
sharks?
but all the animals were predatory. They had like jellyfish and sharks
See?
and barracudas.
That's
and
the end of the world
it was
right there.
it was like dedicated to predatory fish.
Yeah.
And it was,
The fish I don't fuck
and even
with.
like the sponges, the anemones and shit like
Yeah,
that. Those
yeah.
things eat fish, and and it was like going through an aquarium, but every
We could kill someone.
every exhibit
could do
are
something.
fish that eat other fish. And now, mind you,
That's
you
kind of cool,
are,
but I'm not into that.
you're there in the
Just
glass
learning.
where if it let. But then again, I guess if you're like underground and the water lets out, now it's all level.
Yeah.
So the
You're
shark,
swimming in the
shark is like
ocean.
swimming like in water like waist deep for you,
Oh, that
and
just
you
freaks me
can't
out.
run in waist deep water.
Okay,
that's scary as fuck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, I'm not playing that game. I respect the ocean. I go knee deep. I'm not doing anything else. And I hope that they know that if I ever come in contact, that I respect them.
I respect
And that
it.
they respect me in
Yeah,
return.
fuck your food. Now
That would scare the crap out of me, though. I'm shopping for Christmas. Boom. Yeah, not into that.
Dun-dun,
Yeah.
dun-dun. Now, the surfer who got attacked by the shark, who now has one arm, kind of cute.
Mm-hmm. She's a young girl.
There is a new show coming out. She's cute, I guess. You know, she looks good in a bikini.
There was a movie based on her, wasn't there?
I believe
they did one.
Now, there is a new, I don't want to call it a reality show, because I think it's like a reality challenge called, like, Celebrity Diver.
Okay.
And they're bringing, and of course it's like Anthony Sabato Jr., the girl with the one arm. It's all quote-unquote celebrities, but no one...
The F-list?
Yeah, F-list celebrities.
Like we bump past the D, we just gotta go straight
Anthony
to Z.
Sabato Jr. is literally one of the people on the show.
That's awesome.
Because that's the only other name I remember.
That is awesome.
So, what it is, it's
Anthony Sabato
professionals
Jr.
teaching celebrities
Just
high
her?
dives.
Oh, high
diving.
I can't even dive in general. We had a pool growing up.
Mm-hmm.
All my life I did doggy paddle. Nobody ever really I only learned recently just how to do like normal. I'm like, oh, it is much easier. But my brother and sister had lessons. I guess they gave up on the third. And diving. My brother and sister can dive. We've tried to teach me numerous. Cannot. It's like that last second I freak.
Yeah. Belly
So,
flop.
yeah. And it's just like all uncoordinated. Cannot
Very
do
belly.
it. And a high dive would scare I can only do like a cannonball.
Yeah, cannonball. I'm the cannonball.
I'll do a cannonball, but
I love...
a dive I'm not doing. A high dive, I can't even dive. I'm not getting up there to do a high dive.
Yeah, that's the
That's
gist of the
straight
show.
up belly flop.
And the commercial's like, watch these celebrities
What
risk.
channel is it on?
Oh, God.
I haven't seen this.
I want to say it's I believe it's called like Celebrity High Dive, but I don't think
I thought
it's a
it
whole
was
show. I think it's like one show
day of-
about them training.
Okay.
So the girl who got her arm bit off by a shark
Is doing a
is
dive?
one of the girls. Which I guess if you only have one arm, you can get a cleaner, more straight dive.
Why? Not much of a splash.
She's making less resistance because she only has one arm.
So I
think she's at an
cheating.
event. It's one of the times where you can be at an advantage.
Cheating.
It's not cheating. It's, I wonder, like, when people don't have their arms or their legs, what do they do when you get weighed on the scale?
Yeah,
Are you overweight?
because
Like,
I don't know.
you know,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the standards
if you
are.
were 300 pounds, but then you lost your leg,
you lost
and
your
now you're
leg,
like
no.
250.
What now, bitch?
Did you lose weight? Does it count as losing
No,
weight?
I just lost my legs.
That's horrible. What do quadriplegics?
There's what's the grossest thing you've ever eaten?
The
Like on a dare or a bet.
I don't know, honestly, and not even a debt. There's a thing
Or just for
called,
fun.
In Puerto Rico, it's called like blood sausage, and it's made with the intestine of a pig, and basically it's all the parts of the
That
pig
nobody
that you
eats.
couldn't eat, ground up and put in the intestine of
The
a
sausage
pig.
casing.
And it's called blood sausage because it has like a lot of blood in it. And when you think about it, that's probably the nastiest thing I've ever eaten. I don't think I've ever.
Was it any good? Or does it taste like how it would sound?
It's like every sausage. They put a bunch of peppers
yeah.
and things in it that kind of spice it up, but it's it's for poor people. It's for the people who don't have any money and they're using up every last bit of the pig, ears and hooves and tails and lips and assholes. I've never.
Yeah, I don't do well with eating
I don't think
stuff.
I've
never
dared. I can't honestly think of anybody who
like,
dared me to eat
it?
anything.
What was that show?
Fear Factor?
Yeah, like when I always had to eat stuff, I always had to change.
Eyeballs
It's so gross.
and-
Yeah, I can't do well with
Like when
eating
it's like
stuff.
mule penis.
Yeah,
oh,
like
the-
here,
horse
drink
penis.
this horse sperm. Like what?
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not into that. I'm not into human sperm. If you want me to drink horse sperm. Now, there's this 20-year-old guy who ended up dying. I forget where he's from. I don't think it's from the U.S.
He was dared to eat something?
It was a bet between him and his wife. I think he was with his wife. I don't even think he was with guy friends. He ate 28 raw eggs and died. I think he was bet to do 30. He didn't even reach that, and he died.
Well, I mean, no, like
And then
the
I
Rocky
don't know
movie.
if I don't know if I misread it, but I think he swallowed them whole. Like,
with the shell?
yeah.
How the fuck do you do that?
I don't know. That might have been
How
an
do you
issue
get
where it
your
was
throat to
blockage.
open?
Or maybe he just did it raw and just like opened them, which you'd get salmonella.
Maybe he.
Let me look it up and see if he ate it whole.
Gulped down the yolk and got the shell down there. Like he did the yolk first, and maybe with the extra yolk and crushed the shell into little bits. You can get that.
Let me look it up because I feel like I was like, wait, he ate the shell.
Is the shell bad for you, or does it
maybe
just? Other than ripping up your.
I was going to say ripping up your intestine.
I mean,
okay, in one sitting.
Talk about fiber. Talk about getting. Oh boy, it'll probably clean you out. Because that's all this shit. When they say stuff that cleans your colon, it just irritates your colon.
Right,
that's all
just
it really
pissing
does.
it off.
Then you got to take the fiber supplement.
Yeah, he's from somewhere North African country of. I'm terrible pronouncing it. Tunisia.
Oh, Tunisia.
See, bad.
Where they filmed Star Wars.
Ooh.
Just see, I can always bring it back to nerd shit.
Yeah, here we go.
Tunisia is where they filmed.
A group of friends
4.
dared him. Sorry, I figured it was friends. Seriously, I'm called the ambulance. Well, let's see if he died after consuming over 2 dozen raw eggs. I'm trying to see where he felt stomach pains. I remember reading that. No shit.
I mean, for some reason, that just reminds me of when they had the Wii Challenge, that radio station where they were charging people, they challenged people who could drink the most water and wait and hold it.
Yeah.
And the guy died because he had too much water in his system because it was threw up his electrolytes.
Floods the brain eventually.
Yeah, because
you drown. You basically drowned your brain. They used to. A frat got in trouble for that. They did
the hazing and shit.
Yeah, but it was funneling water. So I don't know how much water they gave him, but the kid ended up where he drowned without being in water.
Butt chugging.
Yeah. That's going to be the new hazing. Oh, maybe he just did the raw eggs then, because it looks like their concern is salmonella. Because then I thought I read he ate, and I was like, wow, how did he swallow that? Ugh, all right. Yeah, I'm over that.
While we're talking about brain, I mean, we just got out of the holiday, and I went to go visit my grandmother. Unfortunately, my grandmother is way gone with Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yep.
And
it's such a sad disease because it really does just take all the memories.
I mean, I'm taking a very serious thing and I'm making light of it. I went to go see my grandmother. Now, my grandmother is gone. She's alive. She's
same with my grandfather. Same sitch.
I mean, she could.
She doesn't know
she can't walk by herself. She needs assistance. But I mean, I've seen her get up and walk holding onto the wall and the table and stuff like that. And so we went to go see her the other day. My grandmother did not stop banging the table and clapping her hands. Now, let me just, before that sounds offensive or whatever.
Did she think she's a little kid?
She was playing a beat on the table.
Did you give a beat back?
Clapping her hands, and I was clapping along with her. And, I mean, like I said, this is a serious topic, and I know people, you should have made fun of dementia. But my grandmother was in a good mood. My thing is that if I'm going to be fucking out of my mind...
You rather have a beat?
I want to be... I mean, let me tell you, we were visiting my grandmother and we were visiting my uncle and it was a family thing for the holidays. Right. And so we were there for a few hours. Mm-hmm. My grandmother did not stop. She kept the beat.
Grandma's playing the beat.
Clapping her hands, hitting the table. But I know it's going to sound weird and I'm not trying to be with a smile on her face.
Yeah,
she was enjoying herself and I was clapping along with her and stuff like that. And she kept saying, Maria Cara. Maria Cara, the face.
Maria face?
The face of Marie.
Face of Maria.
I don't know if that's some spiritual thing or whatever the case may be, but
maybe West Side
Story. Maria. She's banging it. I don't want to bang the table because the mic will get all fucked up.
Maybe it's West Side Story.
Yeah, so...
Maria!
Maria! Come on, you're in Spanish Harlem. Only one girl's going to come to the window. That's bullshit.
She knows Tony's voice. She knows Tony's voice.
So... But I'm saying other girls named Maria will come to the window because you don't know if some gun just says Maria. You're going to go, hey, what's that? So, but, and like I said, I'm not, I love my grandmother and everything like that. It is rough to see somebody when they're that gone.
Absolutely.
But she was in like I said,
it's also good to see her in a good mood like that. I hope
that's something genetic. So if I'm still alive,
Chris is drooling
but I'm
and
gone,
yeah.
I'm keeping the beat. Cara, Maria, cara, Maria, whatever. She was just.
No, you know what you're gonna be doing? Go dancer, whatever.
Go dancer. Go dancer. Yeah. Yo, Gabba.
Yeah.
Yo, Gabba.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm taking a serious topic and making light of it, but I mean,
she was happy.
It was
That's
good to see my grandmother, and if she's gonna be in that state of mind, at least
she's happy.
And I saw her 2 days in a row because I had to go back to my uncle's house to take care of some stuff. And she once again, it wasn't like it was just maybe just today she's in a good mood. She was in a good mood the next day.
Good.
So that was. I mean, we're past the hour mark. I just wanted to tell this story. We were discussing this earlier. The wrestler CM Punk. I mentioned him the other day.
It sounds like familiar, but
he's like the new up and coming guy. He's like poised to be like before it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Then it was I'm just bringing up like the past like decade. Of course, back in the day, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin,
The Rock.
John Cena.
So he's supposed to be like the new up and coming. He's going to be the big guy.
He's going to be the next John Cena. Like there's always like that one guy. And CM Punk is working, and his angle is that he's acting like he's outside of the system.
Okay,
that's part of his gist. Like Punk. I'm not going to be part of your system, but of course it's all part of the show.
Right.
So
you think it's fake?
Now,
I believe that storyline, Chris.
He is a genuine nerd. He's been on the internet and he talks about comic books.
Can we get him on the show?
Oh, well, that would be if we got him on the show, that would be a catch because he has plenty of fans. He has tons of fans. Now, he was also on that show, The Talking Dead, hosted by Chris Hardwick. And he was talking, like, he reads the Walking Dead comic, he watches the TV show, and that's, for a guy whose life is on the road, that's gotta be rough for him.
Yeah.
So he is honest to goodness nerd. Now, here's the story. There's a time where he's doing a bit with Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon is in the stage, CM Punk, being the outsider, starts walking into the crowd.
Uh-oh.
So he's in the crowd, right? And, of course, the fans who like him are going to surround him.
Yeah, Did something happen?
One guy goes and hits CM Punk. Now, okay, let me get this. Imagine CM Punk, there's a guy behind him.
Yeah.
And there's a guy behind that guy.
And these are, like, crowd people, not security.
These are the people in the crowd rushing up because security didn't get a chance to get there. Because usually security comes and they pretend to be...
Like
they pretend to be people in the audience, but they really keep people back. No, these were genuine fans.
Oh no, that wasn't orchestrated well.
The third guy, you got CM Punk.
Okay.
Guy number 2, guy number 3. Guy number 3 reaches over guy number 2 and hits CM Punk.
In the back of the head?
It was like a overly anxious hit, like, I just want to touch you.
Oh, it wasn't like a punch.
Kind of like a hit.
It was too hard?
It came with the velocity of a hit. But I don't know if it was meant to be really...
What happened?
I don't think it had a malicious intention, but it was definitely
enough to
over the top. Guy number 2, CM Punk turns around and sees guy number 2
and punches him.
Punches the shit. I mean, a legitimate punch. Now, what happens is when they were filming
this,
poor guy number 2, and who's walking up to a guy and he's tapping CM Punk like, "Hey, I'm with you. I love you. You're a fan." Mr. Number 3 hits him. CM Punk turns around, sees Mr. Number 2. Hits him because I guess it's just a normal reaction. Obviously, these guys who work out are probably just all psyched up. You got the fans. He hit the guy for real.
I don't lawsuit?
Because what had happened is I saw the live show of that happening. The camera didn't show that. Then I went on YouTube. I forgot. And someone had.
There's always somebody.
Of course, nowadays and age, with everyone with the cell phones, they have that at like a million different angles.
Wow.
I guess just reacting without thinking, punching the shit out of this innocent guy who just
guy number 2,
Mr. Number 2. If you want to come on the
Mr.
show,
Number 2, tell us your side. Tell us what's going on. Are you suing? There's going to be a lawsuit.
Vince McMahon. I mean, the guy's obviously a fan. They're probably going to,
give him something.
Tickets for life or some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh my god!
I mean, for wrestling
how many people could
there,
say I got punched?
Yeah, CM Punk is the up and comer guy, but
he made a name for himself that night.
He's going to have this little black mark on his record, a genuine punching of a fan. And I'm Mr. Number 2. I feel sorry. I mean, you running up.
Where did number 3 go? Ran off.
3
was in the middle of the ring.
So
he's probably like, "Oh shit! Oh snap!"
You seeing your hero? So.
What if it was like a little kid?
Mr.
That would have been horrible. Oh god, that's awful.
I feel bad for Mr. Number 2.
Mr. Number 2, call us.
No, that's the end of my notes.
I finished all mine. We did good. We finished all our notes.
Do you know what kaiju is?
Yeah, no.
I don't think. Kaiju, Kaiju, is basically any movie or any show that involves giant robots or giant monsters.
I know that. They have a name for it?
If you think like a Godzilla, it's called...
Kaiju?
That genre of movie is called kaiju, which is...
All those words need a name for something.
Megas XLR is kaiju, and I've just been getting really into kaiju recently. And, what's his face? There's a movie coming out next summer called Pacific Rim.
And
it's all about...
the previous...
It's all about giant robots fighting
Boner,
monsters.
nerd boner.
It's monsters from another dimension, but the portal opens up inside the Earth, so it cracks open on the inside of the ocean, the bottom of the ocean. The monsters from another dimension come out, and there's about 3 or 4 robots.
Badasses.
Now, the movie is called Pacific Rim, and I think it's supposed to be in the future when like the whole world is kind of like united, so it's okay to see Americans in Japan. Because, you know, they want to include Japan, because kaiju in Japan is
huge.
So they have these Americans piloting these giant robots, and it's cool because they're like in this harness where it follows their hands and stuff like that.
Okay.
So when
they're
they
controlling
fight,
it.
it's like they're controlling it 100%. And like even when it falls, like the fucking contraption makes them like down, so
Go
they
down,
can orient themselves. So there's a movie coming, and my nerd cred is gonna go out the window because it's the guy who directed Hellboy and
I don't know, Chris. I put my iPad away. Sorry.
But it looks
cool. I haven't seen the previews.
Fucking awesome.
Pitch Perfect.
Yeah.
I watched the other day. I recommend everybody see it. Did you watch it?
Oh no, I thought
it was hysterical.
I did see it. What am I saying? I saw
Rebel Wilson, hysterical.
I saw it with the audio down. I was kind of distracted, but I had it
on. Music? No, the singing movie?
The Chinese girl?
Oh yeah.
Like, I was like, it was on, it was off, I was paying attention, kind of paying attention. As soon as she said, I set fires to feel pleasure, I fucking lost it.
Because one was just like, I ate my twin in the womb or something, like something random. It is, I didn't think it was going to be as fun. I thought there was going to be like some funny parts that they showed in like the preview and then it was going to suck. It was genuinely a funny movie. It just made fun of the whole acapella, the groups, and just, it was good. I liked it. When they're like, Aqua what?
Elizabeth Banks?
Yes.
She was, but I believe she's like the producer or something like, I don't know, she's the director.
She's involved in it somewhere.
I think she's the producer because it's based on a book.
Yeah.
And she brought it.
I see that at the end because I was like, a book.
And let me tell you, Elizabeth Banks,
she was the judge and...
She was the judge in the movie.
Her and what's that other guy's name? I can't think, but they were hysterical.
Like, Elizabeth Banks has been working the fuck the past couple years. Like, she's all over the place. This girl is
good for her. I think she had a baby not too long ago.
I mean, she is a busy woman, and I love everything that she's in. I mean, I don't watch like the movies where she does drama, but all the comedy shit is fucking on point.
Yeah, no, I like her.
Speaking of Pitch Perfect, I got you a Christmas gift.
We got gifts.
I know we're a little late. I know that by the time we record, but I didn't see you on Christmas, so I got you.
This is. Okay, you got me Magic Mike.
And I wrapped it in comic book.
Here, Chris, I got you a pen. I'm gonna have to come with something next time.
So, I know Kristen, I kind
you.
of spoiled this gift anyway because I said, do you have it? And she said, no. I said, don't get it.
Oh. And
you don't have it, right?
No.
Okay, so you're not doubling up.
Oh, this is great.
So I got Kristen Magic Mike on DVD. Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
To the best co-host in the world.
Next week is going to be your gift.
Okay. No, it's, I
you are gorgeous on the front. Look at you guys. Look at you.
She's so happy. She's like,
guess what I'm watching? Guess what I'm bringing in the New Year's with?
Like when a kid unwraps like his Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64.
Oh, that's great. Thanks.
We were talking about Pitch Perfect and like, once I saw that you posted the movie and I was already like taken care of, I was like, shit, I gotta get Pitch Perfect. I'll download it for you. I mean, it'll fall off a truck. Okay, so we're well past the hour mark. Please visit twostrangersone.com. Please visit Two Strangers.
What the hell was
that? I am so
fucked
up. We were recording a little bit for the Living Lame ad, and I yelled, "Hi, I'm Kristen!"
Yeah, I was like, wait, scratch that.
Oh boy. If you got this far listening to the show, thank you very
God
much.
Bless. Thank you.
Please visit twostrangersonepodcast.com where you can find links for everything related to the show. First and foremost, there's our eBay page where we're selling comic books, heavy metal memorabilia, and video games, amongst other things. DVDs just for $1. So coming soon, I'll be selling tools. Everything in my house is not nailed down. I'm going to be selling, goddammit. All the money goes to support this show. It goes to advertising, goes to paying for the storage space on our host site. It goes to maintenance of the equipment. Everything goes to the show. I promise. Even though I don't have a job, all the money goes to the show. So That's it. So buy something. Even if you don't like it, buy it, throw it in the trash. Buy it and give it to a nerdy friend of yours. You had Secret Santa, give it to Secret Santa, even though Christmas is over. You got Little Christmas coming up. You can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/2strangers1podcast. Just takes 2 seconds. Hover over the like button. I even have an arrow pointing right to it on our page. Hover over the like button and click show in news feed. Once again, that's facebook.com/2strangers1podcast. Please like us and please share us. If you like a specific episode, share that episode. If you like this episode, or if you just want to promote the whole podcast page altogether, just like us on Facebook. Let me see what else. If you have an iPhone, iPad, iPad mini, iPod, iPhone 5, all the iDevices, you can find us on oh, Jesus Christ. You can find us on iTunes. Just go to the iTunes store. In the upper right corner, you'll see a tab that says podcast. Hit podcast. You'll see the little page loading up, and you'll search for Two Strangers, One Podcast. It'll come up as Chris and Kristen, Two Strangers, One Podcast. And you'll see our little beautiful bathroom logo, red, white, and blue. God bless America, even though we do, and let me tell you, we've been getting a lot of love. We have England, Australia, Pakistan, Germany.
That's what I'm talking about. We
Canada.
love you.
And I said God bless America, but seriously, and the funny thing is, take a shot. The people from out of the United States are really supportive.
We love you.
And they're the ones sending the good comments. And I guess,
thank you.
I'm glad that we're available on other parts of the world. And to those people, thank you very much.
Keep it coming.
And to everybody else, we've been getting a lot of good positive feedback, and I really, really, really appreciate it. So you can find us on iTunes. On iTunes, you can download our episodes, and let's just say you have even a cheapy MP3 player. You can download the episodes off our site, or you can download them off of iTunes, put them on your MP3 player. Are you sitting in traffic? Put on our podcast. Give you something to lighten up the day. If you're at work, you're supposed to be working. Put us on. I would love to know that you're supposed to be working, but you're really listening to our podcast. If you do, let us know. If you have an Android device, and this is the app that I use, this is how I listen to all my podcasts, the Stitcher app, STITCHER, the Stitcher app. The people who work there are so cool. It is such a cool, awesome app. And every podcast worth listening to is on Stitcher. My two favorites, Smodcast, Kevin Smith's Smodcast, and Chris Hardwick's The Nerdist. Every episode, well, not every episode, all the most current episodes are available on the Stitcher app. And that's what you do. You listen to the most current episodes, and you go back and you download the rest of them. All the podcasts that are like number one, not that they need promotion, but Mark Maron's WTF podcast, Adam Carolla's podcast, This American Life. Every podcast worth listening to is on Stitcher. And of course, speaking of podcasts that are worth listening to, our brother podcast on the West Coast, Livin' Lame. You can find them at facebook.com, Livin' Lame Podcast Entertainment. That's LIVIN, You could check out Livin' Lame. That's like the main show where everybody's on, and they kind of break off and do their own shows. There's the Fox Den, there's the Breakdown, there's Real Chat. Check them out. You can check us out. If you subscribe to their page, if you like their page, you'll get our updates also. And that's about it. I can't think of anything. If you've come this far, thank you very much. We love you.
Thank
Give me
you.
a call.
Call us.
I'm open. I'm free. I mean, even if you're a guy, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Come hit me up. You know what I'm saying?
Line. Leave your phone number on the Facebook page.
Look, I know how to make it come. So, guys and girls. Look, I got people calling me to want to fuck, okay? So.
On that note, thank you for listening.
I'm good like that. I'm big, but, all right.
The leather daddy.
What the fuck is going on with this show? Okay, thank you for listening. We certainly hope you enjoyed listening to the show and had as much fun as we had recording it. Thank you for listening to Two Strangers, One Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Kristen.
Don't be a stranger.
See ya. Bye.
All right, here we go, man. Go ahead. You want to read
Double Jackpot.
What is it?
It is a self-published book by Christopher Cologne.
Chris Cologne? Smells good to me.
But
Look at her. That broke that fucking cold little exterior. He's like, hee.
But it is spelled C-O-L-O-N.
Him punny.
But Double Jackpot is a book about a comic book artist, Eric, who is in a loveless relationship with a materialistic
I feel you, Eric.
Lynette.
Oh, fucking. Are you sure I didn't write this? Sounds hauntingly familiar.
He starts cheating on his girlfriend with a more creatively supportive woman, Nadia.
Well, I gotta meet her. Where's the Nadia?
There's your summer girlfriend.
Summer Nadia is Nadia.
Nadia?
Yeah, I think Nadia spelled with an A.
All right.
Both Lynette and Nadia play the double jackpot, the largest payout in lotto history, much like the recent Powerball. Both girls play his birth date as the winning numbers. Eric is now stuck between two of the country's richest women. Who will he choose? It's not that simple. This is a clever fucking idea, man.
Is.
Look at her, fucking. She's impressed.
I am.
She got some summer reading. Christopher Cologne smells real lovely with an original idea. This is. I've never heard this before.
I haven't either. This is a self-published book, much in the indie spirit as Kev's Clerks.
Oh, you don't even need to name check me. This is just a good idea. You could stand on your own, man. You don't even have to be like, hey, remember Clerks? This is nothing like that. This is way more original than Clerks. This is a good idea, man. Why didn't I think of this?
I need something to read. This book is part of the Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games Trilogy Book 2. Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, coming soon.
Right on, man. It's part of a trilogy. This is the first part.
Way to write, man.
He's seeking a literary agent. Motherfuckers, anybody out there? There ain't no literary agents listening to this show. I assure you, sure. Sure. I assure you, sure. But somebody know a literary agent? Hook a motherfucker up! Chris Cologne come up with an original idea. I should tell Raskin. That's a good fucking idea, to be honest with you. That's a fucking rom-com right there. Megan, get Raskin on the phone. Isn't it possible to get Raskin on the phone? No?
Yeah.
I want to run it past him, man. I want to, and if it happens, I get a taste, Chris Cologne. I get a whiff, if you will.
The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com.
That's lulu.com.
I understand that. I just want to spell it out.
Normally one says it that spells it. Still, lulu.com. What is that? Do you know what it is?
I don't know. All right. The book could also be ordered on www.lulu.com. Search for Double Jackpot Christopher Cologne. A paperback version of the book is $15 and a PDF file is only $5.
$5 is
yeah.
Insanely inexpensive. 15's not even that bad for a paperback version.
No.
This is $1 million idea right here. Like a movie about a dude who fucking is stuck between two chicks, both of who play his birthday and win the lottery. Come on! I can see that trailer. Chris Cologne is on to something. Nobody else can smell it but me.
I'll read it.
Thank you. I'm going to make that smelly joke.
I know. You're trying to get me to laugh again.
It worked once. Double Jackpot is a self-published book by Chris Cologne, man. It's the first book in his Comic Books, Heavy Metal, Video Games trilogy. Book 2, Odd I See, A Tale from the Road, should be coming out soon. Get all the information at Chris Cologne, like a motherfucker.
I will
his
totally
book,
read this.
Double Jackpot. I'm serious. I'm going to recommend that to fucking Raskin. How is that not a movie? You know what I'm saying? This could be a sexy movie. You could do an R-rated version. There could be nudie in it, and you could saw them fucking both chicks. Maybe a little penetration. Maybe a butthole shot. No butthole, no care.
I would like to formally apologize to Christopher Cologne right now.
Sex sells. Chris Cologne will appreciate that. He's like, thanks for throwing a few buttholes in there, man.
Don't forget to check out twostrangersonepodcast.net, your one-stop resource for everything show-related. You can find links to subscribe to us on iTunes or on Stitcher. You could also find links to buy my book, Double Jackpot, on twostrangersonepodcast.net.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.